and another very warm welcome to my cooking series. My good name is Sharon Chagiri and this is Cooking with Shani, where we talk about cooking ideas for the common African kitchen, lifestyle, diet, and of course we do improve our self-esteem in the kitchen. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and like my video because it helps me grow. And today I am preparing a recipe that is very dear to me. Mandazi is the first recipe to ever earn me some coins when I was in campus. I did decide to have a throwback and just show you how this delicacy is prepared. I am using very simple and common ingredients and the steps are easy to follow. So come with me and let us cook. And for my ingredients, I need 3 cups of flour, and the flour I prefer most is X Mandazi. This flour has a bit of baking powder that makes it very ideal for Mandazi preparation. Other kinds of flour that you can use is X self-raising flour or Ajab Mandazi flour. I am also forgetting to mention that this is wheat flour, and these brands I'm talking about are only applicable for those in Kenya. I also need 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder, and the brand I am using is Tropical Heat, and this can be found at any Naivas outlet in Kenya. You can use lemon zest as well. I also need a half a teaspoon of salt. I love my mandazi having a bit of salt and a bit of sugar for a very unique taste. Please don't leave out your salt next time. Next, I'm also having a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Despite the fact that my flour has some baking powder, I will still add some so that my flour rises very well. My other ingredients are 4 tablespoons of sugar, 8 tablespoons of cooking oil. Of course, you can choose to use margarine, but considering very many people do not use margarine, oil is a universal ingredient, so you can substitute your margarine with oil like I have done. You also need 1 egg, just 1 egg, and you need some warm water, and again you also need 200 mils of milk. Do not use a lot of milk in making your mandazi. It makes your mandazi very brittle. An egg acts as a very good binding agent. I will begin by scooping about a half a cup of my flour that I will later use to stiffen up my dough when kneading, and then I will proceed to adding my dry ingredients, which are the sugar, the cardamom powder, the baking powder and the salt, and I will mix everything well with a wooden spoon, ready to start adding my wet ingredients. I am then going to create a space in the middle of my flour mixture, and in this space I am going to add my cooking oil and my 1 egg, and I will mix everything with my hands until I get a mixture that has a rough texture like that of a cake mix. It is now time to add my milk and a bit of water, and my kneading process will start. Initially, I use my wooden spoon to mix everything, and once the mixture is stiffened up a bit, I now go in with my hands, adding my flour little by little until I get my perfect knead. As you can see, my dough is fully kneaded. One confirmatory test to ensure your dough is well kneaded is that when you go in with your hand, it comes out without the dough sticking on your hand. I will just knead my dough a few more times before covering it with a kitchen towel for setting up to 45 minutes before I start preparing my mandazi. 45 minutes later, this is how my dough looks like, and I'm just going to give it a few more kneads to ensure that any air that is trapped in my dough escapes. I will then transfer my dough onto my rolling table and divide it into 4 beautiful round balls, ready for flattening and cutting into triangular kind of shapes before finally frying my mandazi. As you roll out the balls, just ensure the circles are not so big like the chapati circles, because we need our mandazi to have some flesh in them. Next, I am going to heat up my cooking oil, and once the oil is hot enough, I am going to minimize my cooking heat to medium or low, and then I will deep fry my pieces of dough to form very nice and yummy mandazi. I am having a total of 32 pieces of mandazi to fry, as one bowl is giving me 8 pieces. Ensure you're maintaining your heat at medium at all times when you are frying your mandazi. This helps you to have a beautiful golden brown color as opposed to a very dark brown color that is not pleasing to the eye. Mandazi is a perfect, affordable snack ideal for breakfast alongside tea here in Kenya. And friends, finally my mandazi is ready. What a breakfast you can have. We will go checking if the inside is cooked for the thick mandazis, and for sure it is well. We will also check the mandazis that do not have a lot of flesh inside, and for sure this is looking very yummy and very ready to eat. Indeed, what a breakfast you can have. I hope you've learned something new today. If you have, please give my video a like. Until next time, see you, bye, and make sure you try this out on a Sunday morning. Enjoy the rest of your week.